So everyone already has an idea on who is the strongest among all of the Valkyries available in-game. Everyone already has their own tier list of Valkyries ranking from the strongest to the least strong. If you search online from YouTube, Google, and even in Reddit, you will see a lot of different tier lists available for you to watch and read. But for some reason, there are no tier lists available that was talking about their design, about their looks, about the beauty of each Valkyries. The artist, character designer, or the developers spend a long time just to make a perfectly made 3D rendered character. So I guess it is just right to give them some appreciation. So for this video, we are not going to make another tier list for Valkyries based on their skills and usefulness because that was already made thousands of times. But we are going to give every Valkyrie a score based on their looks. So, in this video, we are going to see who is the most beautiful Valkyrie in Honkai Impact 3. So as what you can see in the title, this is not going to be your normal ranking video. We are not also going to put them all immediately in a list because I am going to grade each of them on the spot. It means that you will be able to see how I give their respective scores in the video. Before we jump into the ratings, we are going to rate two different categories, the physical appearance and the costume. Both of this category will have 5 points with a total of 10 points. So, let's get this video started. Bronya is the first young character that you will be able to get for free. She got a lot of suit and costumes available in-game, but the one that stands out the most was her Herrscher of Reason battle suit, which is a perfect mix of black, blue, and white. This gave her that elegant yet deadly look. For her facial design, she attained a score of 4, because her face is just your average generic lowly facial design, while her costume gets a solid 3 because of the design given to each of her costume, even though most of her costume felt a little bit generic or just a mix of the design that doesn't vibe perfectly. And because of that, she got the 10th place with a score of 7. Seal is one of the most unique Valkyrie because she doesn't have any other battle suits. Seal is a young character which has a double persona inside her. The reason why she got a higher place than Bronya was because of her default skin. Comparing to Bronya, Seal's design is a lot more unique and characterized. When you see Seal, you will definitely or immediately have an idea on what type of character she was. For her face, Seal will have a 4, while for her costume, she will have a 4, with a total of 8 points. Rita, the mysterious character in the background. She is one of the well-made characters in the game based on design. Her look is very generic yet very unique. Once we saw her face in animes, we will immediately get that protagonist or sidekick vibe. But for some reason, her facial design regardless of the costume always makes her feel mysterious. We won't know if she is an ally or an enemy without the plot revealing it to us. But even though she got a well-made facial design, her costume is mostly generic, which is the biggest downfall for her character design. For Rita, her facial design will get a solid 5, while her costume will get a good 3.5, with a total of 8.5. Kaslana is one of the coolest characters in the game. Her design was perfectly balanced in terms of plot and character. Her face was very close to Kiana, which is good because of the fact that they are both Kaslanas. For her costume, all of her costume was well made. You can sense a little bit of character development just by looking at these costumes. Each costume represents a different Valkyrie suit, which is perfectly portrayed by Kali because of her costumes actually vibe with her Valkyrie type, which is something that the first 3 doesn't able to achieve. For her facial design, she will have a good 4. For her costume, she will get a good 5, with a total of 9 points. For the next 6 characters, they all got 10 points for our normal categories, so I decided to add a bonus category that most of the cultured player will love, physics. So, let's jump back to the video. Fuhua is my top 3 favorite character in Honkai Impact. She never leaves that kick your ass with my fist and foot vibe. From her default version up to her Herrscher version, she always gives that deadlift feeling. Her face was perfect and each of her costume is amazing, but because of the added physics category, this girl is going to get 6th place because we are all familiar that Fuhua only have a small physics in her bag. Kiana Kaslana, the daughter of MiHoYo Company. MiHoYo gave their best on designing each of her costumes. Even though Kiana's first Valkyrie suit feels dull, it still gave off that beginner protagonist vibe. You can sense that each improvement in her Valkyrie suit is based on her power, and it is very accurate in the story design. But sadly, Kiana had a slightly more physics than Fuhua, which puts her on our 5th spot. Didn't see this one coming, huh? Kimiko is undeniably the hottest character in the game. All of her costumes are perfect, especially the Vermilion Night Eclipse, one of the best costumes in the game. Every costume show how badass this character was, but on the physics side, she had a little bit too much. Comparing to Fuhua and Kiana, she got a lot of physics to carry, but it was too much that it starts to get a little bit distracting the more you play Himiko. Mei Raiden is one of Kiana's best friend. She is undoubtedly one of the coolest character, and she even got a whole world revolving around her team where she is the only original character around. Mei is undoubtedly one of the most beautiful characters made in Honkai Impact. With a balance of costume design, physics, and a facial design, she will immediately get the 3rd place. And it is all because of her Herrscher costume that gives us all of the fan service we need and we deserve. Gerudo is one of the newest Valkyrie in the game. This character is the most badass character. Regardless of the Valkyrie suit, she is that character that you will totally enjoy playing. Her Valkyrie Gloria is perfectly balanced for your average human-like fighter, while the Bright Knight is amazingly perfect for a goddess-like warrior. The details given to each of this suit is amazing, and in terms of physics, it's a little bigger than usual, but it fits her perfectly in a way that no matter how long you see her, it won't look too distracting, and because of that, Gerudo is the 2nd most beautiful character in Honkai Impact. Yae Sakura is my number 1 favorite Valkyrie. Personally, Yae Sakura for me is the epitome of beauty and perfection. She is badass, she is cool, she is amazing, she is dangerous, and most of all, she is cute. This character is one of the Honkai Impact Valkyries who deserves an anime series. From her default Valkyrie suit, Dark Bolt Jonin, Flame Sakitama, and even her cyberpunk-style Gushinso Memento, it was all perfectly made for her and it was all suited for her character. Face design is perfect, costume design is perfect, and the physics is perfectly balanced, which puts her to be the most beautiful Valkyrie in Honkai Impact. Do you agree in this video? Who is the most beautiful Valkyrie for you? Leave that on the comment section below and let's talk about it. And also, if you have any idea on what to do on the next video, just leave that on the comment section below and let's do that. And for now, I hope you enjoy.